Good. We're good. Rock me like a hurricane. Okay, here we go. There's little Bobby B in 1985 working at SRO Video, and here's our own Schnäppchen Hunter. Indeed. Well, greetings, imagination connoisseurs. Once again, it is I, your Duke of Dope Discourse, your master of fun and wonder, your viceroy of verisimilitude. But you know what? That doesn't matter. Because all that matters is we have your favorite German and my favorite German, a man who's going to win all of the Olympic events, Mr. Dieter Bastian, all the way from Saarbrücken, Deutschland. Dieter, how are you today?
By the power of Grayskull,
I
have the power to say, greetings, imagination connoisseurs, Dieter here. Here I am, rock you like a hurricane, and welcome.
Or rock you like the power of the sword of power from Eternia.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with my hair.
Welcome to the B&B Motel for Let's Get Physical Media, where physical media is the heart of the show, but we always have to discuss some other stuff. We had the football stuff to talk about, but it's behind us. And now we have, Rob, what a heady weekend this was.
Oh,
in the YouTube pundit space. What a heady weekend.
I mean, America finally managed. We got some medals. For the first time in like Olympic history, we didn't get medals the first day. So America eked out some medals in swimming. So here's to all of our Olympians out there, you know, braving the elements and the diseases. So here's to the, I got to say, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the lovely lady that is on your chest right now. The lovely Elizabeth Gwendolyn Bell has a birthday this week on Tuesday. And I just have to say, you know, I was like, baby, what do you want for your birthday? Maybe a nice Blu-ray set or something? She was like, no, I want a Vitamix blender. I'm like, that's what you want for your birthday? She's like, yes. Now, it's, to be fair, it was very expensive, which means I guess my Blu-ray budget has been blown for the month. But that's okay, because Elizabeth gets what Elizabeth wants. So it's her birthday Tuesday.
A Vitamix blender.
I don't fucking know. It's a blender. I mean, to me, it looks like every other blender. You put shit in it. You press
everything
a button.
in.
Yeah, like you know, it's something. It's like, I don't even know, but it's what she wanted. I asked her to put in my Amazon box. There it was. I hit click. Of course, to be fair, Dieter, I did add a lot of Blu-rays in it. So when I hit click, it wasn't just a blender. It was like, you know, a lot of catalog.
It comes
titles.
with the blender. So it
exactly.
Looks like,
it's when I write it off on my taxes, it's just one receipt instead of 18. So that was pretty good. You know.
Clever you.
Now I have to say, I as we start, there is breaking news.
Okay.
Now breaking news.
Then hit us with the breaking news.
Dieter.
Good op-ed, Rob.
Oh no. This is orgasmic. I mean, I came and I didn't even have to touch myself. Okay? That's how great it is. Kino Lorber has announced a brand new 4K transfer with Dolby Vision. Are you hot? Are you aroused now? I mean,
yeah, but the title, you're still holding back the title.
Let me just, I mean, I know you can't see it right away. William Friedkin's 1985, wait for it, To Live and Die in LA is coming out on 4K. 4K with Dolby Vision. Ah, yeah. Oh, it's like, you know what? I can't believe it. I'm going to ask William Friedkin to come on the show. Dude, let me just tell you, I cannot tell you how excited am I. How excited am I?
Is it a new transfer as usual?
Bruh, it is a 4K UHD Dolby Vision transfer. I mean, this I can't imagine how. I can. I mean, this is like the physical media equivalent of you know what? I can't even say
the Holy Grail for you.
I can't even say what just came into my mind.
And since you have all the bonus features already, you actually would only need that disc with the movie in 4K. That would be enough for you.
Dude, I mean, you know what? There's other Kino Lorber news we'll talk about. But my God, I don't even know why Kino Lorber. I mean, they're looking at all their titles. Yeah, you know what we have to do? To Live and Die in LA in 4K. You know why they did that? Because they
asked them about
it. It's because of me. I don't think that there's anyone on the planet Earth that wants To Live and Die in LA in 4K Dolby Vision more than me.
So it will be a limited edition of one.
That's all I need. Because really, at the end of the day, we're not all in this together. I've realized half of America, I'm not in anything with half of America because they're incubators for horrible, virulent diseases. The Omega Man's going to happen, and it's all going to happen in Missouri. God love you if you live there. But anyway, you know what I mean. I'm joking. I'm joshing. But here's the thing. I don't want anyone to die, and nor do I want anyone to incubate diseases. But even if they do, and I die of some virulent strain of a gain-of-function disease, I will die with, oh, wait, hang on. To Live and Die in L.A. In my hand, Dieter. I will die with this 4K in my hand. God bless physical media.
Do you have a release date for it? Exactly release date or just announcement?
Shit, I don't know. Does it matter?
No.
Really, when you think about release dates, we have so many orders around the planet that, a lot of people have received their 4K True Romance discs.
Oh. Okay.
I did not. I am not one of those people. I did get a notice. Zavi has shipped my 4K True Romance Steelbook. Oh, don't even.
Well, let's see.
Hey, okay. Yo. Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Rob, Masters of the Universe. We have to talk a little bit about it because I watched it, but like you, I have no affiliation with the show from the 80s. I only watched the Dolph Lundgren movie because we all watched it because of Courtney Cox. Okay?
That's right.
I'm just almost as old as you, so I was not a fan of He-Man. But I had to watch it, Rob.
By the way,
watch the show.
It's not good. I mean, it's not. Look, as much as people, and I do not begrudge anyone who loves Masters of the Universe, it was never good. It was never good. Like it's not a good. It's not a good show, and yet the people that love it, I understand. But man, I mean, I understand the ire for The Last Jedi. I get that, and I hated Force Awakens, but the ire, I get.
The iron was even harder yesterday.
I mean,
over the weekend, Rob.
I did a show about this yesterday. It was a lucrative show. I was the most ratioed show I've ever done. A lot of people gave me a thumbs down. I'm like, I thought we had a good discussion. I really thought yesterday the Post-Geek Singularity showed what a great community they are. We had more than 900 people live, people who'd never watched the show. I thought it was a great discussion. People had written in, whether it was super chats or tips, people sent in some really interesting commentary. I got a couple of letters, really good. And yet, man, wow. People are really angry about this show.
And I have watched it, Rob, because I had to watch it, because my boss, Patrick, is a big fan from the 80s of the show. And he wanted to know what I thought of Masters of the Universe Revelation. For me, it was just, can I watch the show without any deeper knowledge? Yeah, of course. Like you said, it's not the biggest storytelling of all. And for me, the show was just fine, Rob. Totally watchable. I had no problem with He-Man getting killed. He's, of course, not getting killed. He's in some sort of afterlife.
He's in Preternia.
Yeah, Preternia, correct, Rob. You know your Masters of the Universe.
I mean, I think that was that is Preternia canonical? Is that like the mycelial network, like Mushroom Town?
Could be. It seems to be the law. And for me, the voice acting was a little bit tonal, considering the tone of the show, a little bit different. Mark Hamill was more in the, the over-the-top range. Sarah Michelle Gellar was more in the wooden area. So tonally didn't match correctly. And the show was fine, Rob. You can watch it. It had a nice cliffhanger, I will watch it when again. It was nice animation. Nothing against it. But for me, it's a little bit too much fuss about considering it's masters of the universe. And considering the Japanese anime shows that are out there, Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, they are on another level, let's face it.
And so is Dota 2, or Dota Dragon's Blood, on another level. Especially the writing, if I do say so myself.
But for me, show was fine, easy bingeable, nothing to get too upset about. And Kevin Smith said, I believe, something which is totally okay. Since He-Man is more like a Superman, it's tough to write something for him, considering enemies. Will you get 5 seasons He-Man bashing all the time, the enemies? So from a story perspective, it wasn't too bad.
No, and you know what I would say to the people that don't like He-Man?
Yeah.
I would say that, do you know that Kino Lorber is releasing To Live and Die in LA on 4K, UHD, fucking Dolby Vision? That's what I'm talking about, bruh. Come on, dude. This is all that matters.
To Live and Die in LA has gotten rid of Mommy Dearest since you've gotten that.
Dude, you know what? Mommy Dearest, no more wire hangers ever. But let me just say, to get to live, I have a fetishistic attachment to Live and Die in LA. I saw it when it opened in October of 1985. I drove 70 miles from my college to see it at the King Cinema, where I saw the Close Encounters of the Third Kind, right across the street from my beloved UA 150 Cinema, where I saw Alien and Star Wars and Dawn of the Dead. And let me just tell you, since then, you know me. You know how much I love To Live and Die in LA. Come on now.
Yeah. Hopefully you get a new cover artwork.
Well, you know what? Yes, I mean, I doubt it, because Kino Lorber will fall back to the actual probably the one sheet, which is fine because I love the one sheet.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you haven't seen the one sheet, look at this. There it is. To Live and Die in LA. Oh my God. Oh my God. A federal agent is dead. A killer is loose, and the city of angels is about to explode. The director of The French Connection is back on the street again. Amen. Billy the Hurricane Friedkin coming back. By the way, the movie made no money when it came. It doesn't matter. One of my favorite movies of the 80s, defining 80s cool. Wang Chung does the score. And by the way, it's got one of my favorite exchanges. I read somewhere that the stars are God's eyes. Do you think that's true? No, I don't. Love it. Oh my God, I love that movie so much. William Peterson is so good in this movie. And by the way, he's coming back as Gil Grissom in CSI Las Vegas. I mean, God bless.
The show is returning.
Hell, it is. You know why?
Okay.
Do you know why it's returning? Because I'll tell you why. William Peterson's like, oh, well, they're releasing To Live and Die in LA on UHD, Dolby Vision, and I'm going to go back to CSI Vegas because I want to make some more money. I'm going to get that cheddar. Oh, my God, dude, I'm so excited. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh, my God.
Let's hope Kino Lorber does justice to the transfer, or otherwise there will be unbridled rage.
Dude, I'm gonna do like a Mahler, like Mahler's videos, the unbridled rage videos about like, and I will talk for this movie. I'll make a video that's twice as long as this film, so I'll just do a 4-hour rant about the transfer. By the way, there's something I also have to say.
Yeah.
Kino Lorber did announce something else this week.
Yeah, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. We talked a little.
That was last week. That was last week. Kino Lorber. Nope.
Okay, sorry.
Silence of the Lambs in 4K. Look at that, man. Silence of the Lambs in 4K. Are you excited, Dieter? Oh my God. How many? By the way, this is another one of those titles. How many times have I bought this movie? I bought the Laserdisc. I bought the DVD. I bought it from MGM. I bought it, and now Kino Lorber. Because by the way, Kino Lorber's 4K discs, their Hannibal disc, they're fucking crushing the 4K space. And so they haven't done a lot. But, I mean, Kino Lorber is the stealth company that could. So, Kino Lorber, I would love to have one of your executives on this show. God bless you.
And there is a recurring theme a little bit. Rob, these are all MGM titles.
They are all MGM titles, yes. And
Silence of the Lambs. So it seems they bought the license for bigger MGM package.
All I can say is, listen, people. Listen, Kino Lorber. You know what I want from MGM in 4K? Mario Bava's Planet of the Vampires. Planet of the Vampires. They did a beautiful restoration. I want it in 4K. Please, for me and the 3 other people that will buy it, Planet of the Vampires. I mean, you know what? Along with Warner Archive, where's the Wild Wild Planet Blu-ray or 4K disc? I don't know. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, run, don't walk to YouTube right now. Look up Wild Wild Planet trailer and watch the trailer for Wild Wild Planet and tell me you don't want that in high def. Come on now.
It would be time for it. Okay.
Yeah, it would be. Now, Dieter, there's some other big news.
Okay.
Other big now, you being the German trash panda that we all know and love.
Yeah.
This is, we got the Resident Evil 4K box set.
Yes. Underworld, Rob. Yes.
Oh, look. Oh, way to steal my thunder. Yes. There it is, the limited edition 5-movie collection, Underworld. And look at this hot box. I mean, this is sexy. I mean, come on.
That too.
Well, yeah, I think I'm going to have to buy. First of all, I think my stealth celebrity crush, I mean, I talk about Kate Winslet. I think to know her, if you ever watch Kate Beckinsale on any talk show, first of all, she's amazingly hot, but she's so funny, and she has this sort of English accent that makes her seem like she's a PhD, like doctoral candidate. I love her, and she likes younger dudes, so I'm not going to leave Elizabeth for Kate Beckinsale because she likes 20-year-old guys. I don't know, Harry Styles, whatever. But I mean, I will buy the Underworld films just because I want to support, and I like these movies. I think this franchise is a lot of fun. But there it is, limited edition 5-movie collection in 4K. Are you going to buy this, Trash Panda?
Of course, considering they are coming out from Sony, I expect perhaps a Dolby Atmos mix for the movies, the new Dolby Atmos mix. It would be fine. And we always know Sony does great transfers too.
They do, and because they're Japanese, they know how to do things right. Because everybody does the right thing in Japan when it comes to home entertainment.
When it comes to quality, Yes. Okay, Rob, was over with the news, or do we have something else?
Oh, well, there's more news, but we can get into it. But why don't you start? I'm going to put you full front and center, Dieter. Okay. Why don't you tell us what's up? What's going on?
The usual. Previously on Let's Get Physical Media from last week. And I start with, of course, Brian Hepburn, Mr. Gonzalo 09, and Elizabeth Bell. They all said, Journey is awesome. So Elizabeth, faithfully, you're my Sherry. Come on. Journey is awesome, Rob. And Tim Hans asked, who wants to own Batman and Robin? Tim, everybody should own Batman and Robin. Of course. Dino Ray said something interesting. Considering, bring it up again, Bruna Surfer Girl, he said, I talked personally to the real Bruna Surfer Girl. Her name is Raquel Pacheco. So the interesting thing, Dino Ray, would be, has she seen the movie? How accurate is the movie? That would be nice to know. He said he talked to her. My good friend Wessner said, do we need a petition for Dieter to be a guest on Whining? Wessner, a petition is always good. Okay? You can start it. I don't know how many signatures my manager would need to let me be a douche on that show. But Willow Yang said, I'll sign it. Okay? And since they both signed it, and David Kogel, my good friend David Kogel said, I can't wait to see Dieter on whining about movies. So we have a little bit more.
You know, it's funny. I noticed you're wearing the shirt.
Yeah,
you're campaigning. I mean, and look at how lovely. Look at how lovely Elizabeth Gwendolyn Bell looks on that shirt. Look at how cute she is. Come on.
And Vesna added, Willow Yang, then it's done. 2 of us versus like 100 others. Rob, would you deny that?
No, you know what? I wouldn't.
Statement.
I would say that Willow Yang is worth 200. Willow. You know what's really funny? I realized. So, I think everybody who watches this channel has a crush on Willow Yang in some way, shape, or form. Maybe you love her writing. She's only ever appeared fleetingly on this channel on video one time. You know,
I was not there.
One time, we only saw her a little bit, and and she was hella cute, and I loved her voice, and I was like, I want to see more of her. Like, I want to do like a show with Willow, or, you know, Yang, Willow. It's Willow. She told me once that Yang means Willow. Like, so it's that's not even a real name. You know, she's got this one of those cool Chinese names with like an X in it, and which is cool. Like any Chinese girl with an X in her name is immediately cooler than any of us. So what can I say? And I think that Willow is she's just better than we are. You know, she's worth more than worth more than 100 of us put together.
Yeah, correct. Tom Jr. Jackson said, Rob is my hype man. Rob is everybody's hype man, Tom, no matter who's on the show, okay? He's hyping everybody.
Yeah, but Tom Jr. Jackson deserves the hype. He lives up to the hype.
No, he said, he said you were my hype man. And I said, you are hyping everybody that is on your show, no matter if it's Dave, no matter. You're the hype man for everybody. Okay.
Let me just say, to be fair, everybody that's on this show is worthy of hype. I mean, come on. And we've had, like, in this past week, there's somebody new. We had Zephyr Chan has become, we had Zephyr Chan coming on along with together. And I'm like, the two of them could have their own show. You know, and I'll be their hype man. And I always like finding new talent.
In the talent pool. That is not Hollywood, Rob. It's not Hollywood.
I know. I think I'm just going to collect really smart women that make me look good and put them on the show. That's what I'm going to do.
So you are...
I mean, they make me look good because they're lovely, and they make me look good for discovering them, not because, you know... You
will bring your Femme Fatale show back? Your Femme Fatale show back?
Come on. No, do you know what? I actually recorded an interview with Mark Altman, and he said... This show will never see the light of day again. And I was like, why? He goes, well, because in our Me Too era, it's not going to come back. I mean, I read, it should, because I read an article saying like 80% of all men 28 and younger are virgins now, and they need this show. They need this show.
Tell us a little bit. Is this a DVD or something? What?
Yes, this is the
great cover.
Femme Fatale's complete 2 seasons. As everyone knows, I directed 5 episodes of this show, which I also edited, and
it's
pretty deadly. Yes, this is the full. If you ever want to get Femme Fatales, you can probably get it on. You can stream it on Amazon or buy the DVD, which is unfortunate because it's a beautiful looking show and it should be on 4K, but it's not. Yeah. Probably never will be.
God damn it! Our friend from Sweden, Stubble McShave, said, "Dieter and RMB." Hoarders extraordinaire. Okay. He's probably right.
Yeah, he's totally right.
So, and Black Phillip Alvarez said the right thing. We all have trash movies in our collections, or you're in denial. Correct. Black Phillip, nothing more to say. And even Tim Henn said, nothing wrong with a few trash movies in anyone's collection. Okay, that's great. So, and Emil Johansson asked, when did I tell you I'm afraid of witches? It was in the live chat, Emil. I read it. You were afraid of the witches. And Willow Yang asked if Emil has watched The Witch. Probably not a movie that that it would be for Emil. So, and Danzig said, glad to see you are safe and well, Dieter. Hope your friends and family are well. The cleanup of the devastating flood has begun, Rob. And I remember you always said, us bitching and moaning and complaining about how good or bad Master of the Universe or Star Trek is a luxury, considering
it is.
When I see what the people are going through in that area. So, and Emil Johansson, considering the witch stuff, he said, I also met a girl once that slept with one eye open. So, Emil, even if you're telling me this is creepy AF.
Yeah, but you know what? What I love, that means Emil was probably in bed with her and saw her one eye open. So kudos to you, Emil. Good on you.
Yeah, but could you imagine you're waking up and then already getting goosebumps thinking about it. We had a little bit political trouble last week. Love Jackie Chan. Any films? Wow, Rob, easy with the man. Okay. Rob getting all political. And the Wilk Report said, Rob, grow up. Just because Jackie Chan joined his county's mainstream political party, you want to dismiss his entire body of work?
Yes. Let's face it. You know what? Jackie Chan is a boot-licking communist sympathizer. The Communist Party putting down the Chinese people, going after Tibet, going after Taiwan. Fuck that guy. I love Jackie Chan's movies, but you know what? He's been co-opted by the Chinese Communist Party. So Jackie Chan, fuck you. How about that?
There you go.
There you go.
The Wilk Report. There you go.
Fuck you, Jackie Chan. You've disappointed your fans the world over. You are a boot-licking communist sympathizer, and I understand in your old age what you want to live in luxury. You an oppressive, horrible communist regime. They wouldn't even let you make the movies you want to make. You think Drunken Master or Police Story 2 would get made now? No. You know why? Because you're a fucking communist.
But he's done this beautiful work
spoken.
in Iron Mask, Rob.
I know. By the way, watch this channel go. Dude, some bot is going to take me offline. We're done.
We're done. Okay.
The commie bots. The commie hot bots. I'm gonna have some honey trap. Some girl's gonna be like, "Hi, Rob. I understand why you said this about Jackie Chan." Click. I'm offline. I'll be dead. They'll kill me the same way North Korea killed, Kim Jong-un's brother. They're in cahoots, all those communists.
Cahoots. Okay. But if we are still live on the air, Mr. Gonzal09 said, Winona Earp is a good show, correct? And Vesna asked, Winona Earp, any relations with Wyatt Earp? Yes, Vesna. Winona Earp is the granddaughter of Wyatt Earp, and only she can wield a revolver that puts the demons back to hell. This is a little bit about Winona Earp. Arn said, I showed this cover of German Inks last week. That cover reminds me of a comic I picked up the other day where the bad guy's face is a vagina. Okay.
Wow.
And I did make a little mistake, and we on Let's Get Physical Medias try to live up to the mistake, to our mistakes. I said Marshall, and I just thought it was Neil, but it's not Neil. Henning Ahlers did cleared it up. Dieter, it's not Neil Marshall. Marshall is a German guy who paints great metal album covers, like for Running Wild. So I was just checking for someone in the comments, Glenn. I've always had nice back and forth with Glenn. He wanted to know if the media book has English subtitles. It doesn't has English subtitles. And I just thought it is Neil Marshall. It is not Neil Marshall who directed one of those anthologies.
Well, it's very nice. I think it takes a big man to admit his mistakes.
I was just checking. I just read the name, and of course, Neil is the first one that comes to mind. But it's not Neil Marshall.
Okay.
So, Rob, last week someone mentioned disc socks, to get stuff a little bit more compressed. And I watched YouTube videos. What are disc socks? And I have to say, no. not for me. You can watch, you can Google it, Rob, on YouTube. Disc socks. It's strange. You put the sleeve somewhere in it, and then the disc, and then it's all pressed together. Man, not that for me. Willow Yang said, "I never remember any of my dreams, Willow. Then we're in the park, our shuttlecraft in the same shuttle bay. Me neither. It's mostly gobbledygook for me."
Wow, you're co-opting many of my phrases in one sentence there. I like that.
Yeah. Rob, you did show last week the picture of you in the video store. You know?
Yeah, I did again. Would you like to see it? Look, there's me once again with Laurel, Craig Hyland, and Dennis. That was me in 1985 at the very first video store that was in a movie theater in the United States. Wasn't I adorable?
Yeah, because Arun,
you didn't answer. You didn't say I was.
Yeah, I've seen the picture, Rob.
But did you think I was adorable? Like, was I cute?
Let me just check. Yes, of course.
Okay, well that's good because I need that I need that affirmation, Dieter. I need people to tell me.
You don't get it from me. You get it from Rob. Arun Anand. I hope I don't butcher your name. Rob looks like a young Tony Soprano in the picture. I hope that's fine. You look like a young Tony Soprano.
Does that mean Arun, I look like an old James Gandolfini? I mean, I'm not fishing for compliments because especially after yesterday's observations, which I got ratioed into oblivion. Wow. Yeah. I need all the affirmation I can get.
But Tony Soprano, when will the movie coming out, Rob?
The Many Saints of Newark. I don't know. September. It looks great. Okay. September.
Yeah, I don't know the exact release date. And Tim Hens asked us, Rob, have Rob and Dieter ever watched the British apocalyptic TV movie from the 1980s called Threads? It's very grim. I don't know that movie. Do you?
Bruh, I have Threads on Blu-ray.
Okay.
So Threads. There were two movies about nuclear war that came out in the 80s. One was The Day After. It was directed by Nicholas Meyer. High profile. But that movie, it's fine. Threads might be one of the most depressing movies I have ever seen.
So in the spot with Arinania, you know what I mean?
Aniara.
Yeah.
I mean, no, Anara and Threads would make a great double bill. But Anara is like a comedy compared to Threads. So Threads is about a nuclear attack against England, Sheffield, England. Bruh. Threads is brutal. And the end of Threads, I don't even want to tell you what the end of Threads is. You have to watch it. Once you've seen Threads, and by the way, Threads, because
this movie, Rob.
This is how crazy I was. I was like, oh my God, Threads is coming out on Blu-ray. I'm like, click. I was all excited to get it. That's how fucked up I am. But Threads, oh my God. I mean, if you want to watch the opposite of a feel-good movie, if you want to, if dude, I don't want to oversell it.
Yeah.
But sometimes if you're embracing you decide humanity is not worth living. I mean, I would almost say that how 2 negatives equal 0, negative, like in mathematics. If you feel life isn't worth living, and you're ever feeling suicidal, watch Threads, because no matter how bad your life is, Threads is worse. And when it's over, you'll be like, you know what? I feel better about myself. It's a cathartic experience because you realize I haven't lived through nuclear apocalypse. I didn't live in Sheffield, England, and I didn't have what happens in Threads happen to me. I don't want to kill myself anymore. I mean, I'm just telling you, it is that kind of a movie. I never thought I would say this, but if you're having a hard time with life and you don't want to continue, if you watch Threads, you'll realize my life is not this bad. I'm going to stay alive. It's that kind of movie.
Okay. Nice to know, Rob.
But it is on Blu-ray.
Okay.
So there you go.
From the US, UK, from the UK.
You know what? I don't.
Since it's a UK movie.
Well, you know what? I'm going to actually use this newfangled contraption called the internet.
Yeah.
and tell you which Threads Blu-ray. Let's see. I'm looking at it's Blu-ray.com. Let's see. No, you know what? It's a limited edition. Oh, it's out of print. It's out of print. But you know what? In case people don't know, wow, it's got multiple. It's got a variant cover. Now I'm like, now it's like, a
flash from the past, Rob.
So for those of you, it's actually got 4.5 stars on Amazon. For those of you who don't know and don't know what we're talking about, because sometimes when people are online and they say words like it's hard to. Here's the cover of the special edition DVD of Threads. Here's the cover, and according to my Amazon history, I last purchased this on March 15th, 2018, and along with The Day After and Testament. Now, let me read what it says. The movie that shook the world, restored in HD for the first time ever. In September 1984, I know, right? In September 1984, Threads was aired on the BBC and shocked tens of millions of UK viewers. 4 months later, it was broadcast in America and became the most watched basic cable program in history. After more than 3 decades, it remains one of the most acclaimed and shattering made-for-television movies of all time. Rhys Dinsdale, Coronation Street, David Brierley, Doctor Who, and Karen Meager, in a stunning debut performance, star in this, quote, graphic and haunting docudrama about the effects of a nuclear attack on the working-class city of Sheffield, England, as the fabric of society unravels. Directed by Mick Jackson, who directed The Bodyguard, from a screenplay by novelist-playwright Barry Hines, who wrote Ken Loach's Kess, and nominated for 7 BAFTA awards, quote, the most terrifying and honest portrayal of nuclear war ever filmed, has now been fully restored with a 2K scan for the first time ever. It has audio commentary. It has an interview with the actress Karen Meager. It has an interview with the director of photography and a feature called Destruction Designer, interview with the production designer. And there you go. And why wouldn't you want this movie in your collection, Dieter? And by the way, why don't you have it? Come on, now you got to get it.
Never. It was released before The Day After then. So it was really early 80s.
Yeah, well, I mean, they both came out like at the same time. Yeah, but I think it was.
So it was a Deep Impact Armageddon situation.
Yes, because back in the day, the Americans and the Brits were having a power struggle about who wants to make the most depressing post-apocalyptic nuclear war film ever. As one does.
Nice recommendation, Tim.
There you go.
And one last thing, Rob. Bronze Age Slacker said, Rennie Harlan is Dieter's nemesis. What are you talking about, Bronze? Rennie is the shit. He's my friend, not my nemesis. What are you talking about?
We should get Rennie Harlan to come on this show.
Yeah, definitely. Rob, that would make my day. Definitely.
I'm going to contact him.
Because I would. What would I ask him, Rob? Was there really a longer version of Fort Fairlane?
Oh,
that would I ask him, Rob.
You know what he would say? There is.
God damn it. So, let's just quick jump into what have I seen this week. I have seen Masters of the Universe. And, Rob, I talked a little bit about it, but probably you didn't have time. In my magazine that I read since almost 40 years, the cinema is a little bit of a tune, but it's not about the magazine itself. It came with a poster up, and of course I have to ask, did you got time to watch Blood Red Sky?
Wow, look at that. I have not, but that's an awesome poster, bruh. Look at that. Wow, look at that in the window.
The new movie from Peter Torvald, who made, of course, Rob, Bang, Boom, Bang. And I have watched the movie on
And how
Friday.
was it? How was Blood Red Sky?
Luckily, Rob, the most people who've seen it or did made some YouTube reviews for it did found it better than myself, actually, Rob. It was okay, but I had a little bit of a problem with the child actor. Was a little bit getting on my nerves and was a little bit annoying. It's always
was
tough.
it a better performance than the Phantom Menace? Because every child actor performance.
Yeah.
Jake Lloyd.
It was better, but it's tough. I know it's tough. And the movie starts, Rob, with the trope, show a little bit of action, and then do a flashback. Okay, and for me, the movie, the movie didn't need that because the opening, little bit of spoiler here, a plane is coming down. But if you would have just put it at the part where it is, you could have made more some tension to that scene. It's just you're just 2 minutes in the movie, and okay, the plane is not going to crash now. Okay, but you could have used that scene just in the normal setup. But I will still hope, Rob, you watch the movie, because most of the people say it's great.
Oh, I'm gonna watch it.
It was Gary Sandwich Benjovic in the live chat who said it was awesome, and the unfortunately, you have seen the trailer. It's about vampire. I don't know how you can market that movie without giving that away. That's tough, because it would be a really clever surprise if you could market the movie without giving that. But
I love the idea that vampires have to take night flights. If you're a vampire, you can fly because, as long as it's nighttime. You're good.
The movie is built like a drama. She wants to go to New York, to America, flight to America, to make has a doctor's appointment. That is all the stuff you know. So if you don't know, if you wouldn't know about the vampire thing, correct, Rob. But if you didn't know that surprise twist would be a little bit more fulfilling, a little bit.
Well, it might have been a twist, but it's not like they didn't market that twist.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. It's tough to market that movie without not giving that away ahead. But I hope we'll find time, Rob, to watch it. Blood Red Sky from Peter Torwart.
No, I mean, I'm so behind on stuff I need to watch. Like, what I need, as I've been rewiring, dude, big changes are coming to the Rob Observatory. I have 2 brand new webcams coming. I got all my lights, my new lights here. What I really need is a 77-inch OLED TV so I can put it in our house and bring out my old TV here. I did get a second PlayStation controller. It's red. Ooh. So Elizabeth and I can play with each other in bed. You know how that goes. But yes, and a webcam. So not only can Elizabeth and I play with each other in bed, we can also put it on camera and broadcast it live to the internet via our PlayStation 5. Just saying. And that could be fun. But things are changing. Things are changing in here. I mean,
it's ever changing.
I've got my channel here that I've been putting lights. It's going to be great. I mean, the whole Rob Observatory is going to be a neon nightmare. It's going to be great. People are going to love it. Awesome. And I dream of you coming to America, and I'm going to sit you right over there, and we'll be live in the same room.
Shut up, you douche. It's my show.
Come on, dude. How great would it be? You got to come to America. But by the way, we're going to go. We're coming to Europe. Martino Sumoni. We're going to go party with him on the Italian-Swiss border. Drive his James Bond cars and go to the dam from
GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Great. Awesome.
By the way, there's other physical media news that I'm excited about. We've talked. There's a few things. A movie I dearly love, Prince of the City, with Treat Williams, is coming out from Warner Archive. By the way, can we talk about George Feltenstein? George Feltenstein, who I have yet to see that he's been rehired by Warner Brothers. I mean, he said to me on a phone call that Warner Archive has already set their releases for all year. So Warner Archive is still crushing it. Warner Archive, I love you, but where is Wild Wild Planet in 4K? Just saying. And they're also releasing Savage Steve Holland's One Crazy Summer, the second film he made with John Cusack after Better Off Dead. I want my $2. So these are 2 other announcements this week that I'm very excited about for Blu-ray. So Warner Archive is still crushing it, except you know what the problem with Warner Archive is?
That's one time
George Feltonstein is not working for Warner Archive. Like, I do not understand why the single most knowledgeable human being about the Warner Brothers and MGM catalogs and probably every other catalog, why are you not on retainer for the rest of your life? As a matter of fact, you should actually, George Feltonstein should take his knowledge and digitize it, and his family and friends and everybody that knows him should benefit from his knowledge, because 100 years from now, you're going to want to have his brain digitized in some, when they put all movies on glass, like little tiny glass discs, the only person who will ever know what these movies are is George Feltonstein. So, hey, Warner Brothers, HBO Max, whatever the fuck you are now, hire George Feltonstein back. Make sure I want to have him on this show to talk about how great he is. And just saying.
Awesome.
Bring back George Feltonstein to Warner Brothers. Let's see
if something like this will.
By the way, he might have been rehired. I don't know. I mean, I could be. He might have some fat. He's getting some fat Benjamins every week. I don't know, but haven't heard yet. I'd bring him back because, hey, look, if they're releasing Prince of the City and One Crazy Summer, you know who did that? George Feltonstein. It was his. He did that. He made sure. He's like, you know what? You need to release Prince of the City and One Crazy Summer, probably on the same day. How cool is that?
Warner Archive, still in the game. Still in the game.
Dude, George Feltonstein will always be in the game because we are going to digitize his knowledge. And 150 years from now, people will consult him about what, you know, when people forget.
So he will appear as a hologram.
He's a Natalie dressed man. He'll be in a bespoke Tom Ford suit talking about why One Crazy Summer, the second Savage Steve Holland film, needs to be on whatever virtual format there is in 150 years.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Okay.
I know you're going, what are you talking about, Rob? What the hell is going on? But anyway, go ahead.
You're more knowledgeable about George Feltonstein than I am, Rob.
Well, you know, because he hasn't come on the show. He did say he would come on the show, but he has to wait until, everything is settled for him.
Yeah, correct. So other things that I watched, considering streaming, I watched Never Have I Ever, the second season of the nice comedy show, The Indian Girl. Totally great for me. Left my ass off. And what's great about the show, if you haven't seen it, Rob, she has a little bit of a voice in it, and the voice comes from John McEnroe, the famous tennis player.
For real? Like it's the real John McEnroe?
It's the real John McEnroe.
Does he scream and yell and throw his tennis racket down on the ground?
Yes, because she is an outrage, and John McEnroe is.
That's, by the way, that's the most genius thing I've ever heard.
Correct, Rob. And that is my question to you: how this came about to get John McEnroe involved in this show? Considering the story is her father has died. She's dealing with the death of her father, and her father was a big tennis fan, and he watched the games from John McEnroe. And John McEnroe is not the only one who is a little bit of a off-speaker, but I was totally surprised by it. Rob, just check it out. The first two episodes. Never Have I Ever. Really great. I know you're not the sitcom fan, but I wouldn't put it in.
I love John McEnroe. I mean, my mother
just for that point, Rob, and find out how this came about.
Well, here's the great thing, though. Here's a great thing about the modern age. First of all, that's a genius premise. Yeah. And if John McEnroe gets a call, like what's John McEnroe doing now? He's rich from his tennis winnings, probably living a great life, living in the Hamptons, wherever he is. Tatum O'Neal, well, not anymore, but whatever. I mean, he's living his best life, and someone calls him up and asks him to do this. He's at peace with who he used to be. So it's pretty baller that you call John McEnroe up and ask him to do this. Why wouldn't he? It's kind of like how Cobra Kai came about. People are huge fans of Cobra Kai. they're like, William Zbotka or whatever,
Zepka, yeah.
Zepka, you call him up. What's he going to do? Say no? And look,
Yeah.
4 seasons later, wow, I was the douchey douche in Karate Kid in the mid-'80s. Everyone hated me. And now I'm redeemed like 35 years later. What these things prove is how great life is. Even if you've watched Threads and you get to the end and you're like, life is no longer worth living. I can't believe people won't get vaccinated. I don't know what the world is that we live in. Go watch Cobra Kai and be like, oh, wait a minute. There's always possibilities. Life is pretty good. And by the way, Dieter, do you know why life is also pretty good? Because Blue Underground. No. Oh, yes, you're right. Hang on. That's right. Life is pretty good. Hang on. See, I was going to get into, we're almost an hour into the show. We haven't talked about what we want. But wait a minute. To Live and Die in L.A. is coming out in 4K with Dolby Vision from Kino Lorber. Can we just talk about how awesome that is? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. And that's why this is the greatest show anyone on YouTube has ever thought about, because we're making it. We're here.
Yeah, totally. So, really, Rob, never have I ever. Just put it in your watch list. Just watch 1 or 2 episodes. It's 2 seasons, 10 episodes. It's always around half an hour plus minus.
All right, I'll check it out. By the way, it's
a great show considering the diversity subject.
By the way, I did give up. I gave up I blew the lead. I do want to say that I did get, and look at this lenticular cover. Look at that.
Nice. There were different ones.
There were different covers, but I wanted to get the actual. I mean, this is from Blue Underground. Earlier this year, they released the final countdown with also a lenticular cover. This is an incredible special edition. It's chock-a-block full of special features. This is one of my favorite, and by the way, it does have a reversible cover. It's the same as this, but basically.
Okay.
One of my favorite horror films of the early 80s. It has Lisa Blount, who, as we know, if you watch Officer and a Gentleman, she of the Bodacious Tatas. She won an Academy Award for a short film and passed away early in life. I love this movie. Ronald Shusett, the people that wrote Alien or whatever, involved with Alien, made this. This is a great film. And Blue Underground is to be lauded for another killer special edition. I mean, this is a great disc. If you have never seen this movie, I highly recommend it. It's really fun. I love this film, and it's never looked good on home video until now. So, kudos to you, William Lustig, and to Blue Underground for putting this out.
Continue, Rob. You were
well. Okay.
You showed your stuff. Continue.
I will continue, and then of course, everyone knows that one of my favorite things in life is the Rad.
Oh, you got a nice one, Rob. I see it.
And the Rad 2, Barandal, you can't not get Gangs of London on Blu-ray. Awesome. I mean, totally this show rules, and to have it on Blu-ray, I mean, my God, Gareth Evans, come on, dude. The Raid, I mean, this is his TV show. If you told me that the guy that made The Raid and The Raid 2 is making a TV show, I'd be like, sign me up. And here it is.
Rob, the action is insane.
Dude, come on now. Now, I've had her on this show. I've had her on this channel before. I think one of the most lovely women still working in Hollywood today. I mean, she's now, I'm not going to, you know what? I'm not going to say how old she is because that would be unfair. One of the most lovely, beautiful women who's having a career resurgence, well, for a decade.
Oh, Barbara Crampton?
Oh, that would be right. Barbara Crampton's. Jacob's,
I ordered it, Rob. I ordered it too.
Jacob's wife, or Jacob's wife. With, by the way, Larry Fessenden, who is in his own right an incredible genre film director. They're together. And you know what? I mean, I love Barbara Crampton. She is a lovely human being. I've loved her since 1985 when she was naked in Reanimator. But she was lovely then. She's equally, like, I don't think anyone. Look, clearly Barbara Crampton has some supernatural powers. And she's amazing. Had to get this. She's a vampire. Larry Fessenden's her husband. Why not buy it? Now, here's something, Dieter, I forgot I ordered. Did you send me a package yesterday or Friday?
No.
Okay, you did.
But Rob, there's a new package on its way. Here is the tracking code. There's
you did? Okay, well,
but not a single one.
Okay, I have to say that you got me something. I did not even remember ordering this. Maybe it was some like late night thing. This is the release of the year. I mean, not of the year, of the week, but also of the year. I just have to say, this is a new transfer. Studio Canal. Akira Kurosawa's Ron. I know you got this for me.
Yeah, so was this Emma's doing? Emma?
Dude, no. I don't even remember ordering this because I know you were getting it for me. It just showed up.
Yeah, and it's on its way. It's on its way.
It just showed up. No, I don't. So I will. And by the way, as it says right here, this movie has never looked good on home entertainment or home video. It's always looked bad. This is the best it's ever looked. I mean, this movie, it's Kurosawa's take on Shakespeare's King Lear. This shit is dope as fuck. Like, if you love Kurosawa, this may be his masterpiece. And the colors, this is a phenomenal. And this disc is chock-a-block full of special features. It's amazing. It's great. And apparently, you did say, I don't even know. Is it the same one? Do we have the same? Is this the same?
It is probably the same transfer, the same cover, but it's just the German edition.
Oh, well, then I'm not going to get rid of it. You know me, I have to have both.
But it's totally show the inside, Rob. Probably the same too. Yeah, correct. Yeah, it's probably the same. So you've got two. You can gift one.
Maybe, yeah. Like I still have. I still owe Justin Toner his African Kung Fu Nazis. So Elizabeth's like, just give these things to me. I'll send them out. Even you. By the way, do you remember this, Dieter?
Yes, of course.
This is signed. This is a disc that is signed by one of the stars. I don't know if you can see it. She wrote right here.
Yeah.
You've sent me like 8 packages. I've sent you none. I'm a bad friend. Just so you know.
You have to sign Agent Cody Banks still.
I know, and it's right back there.
Book.
But so those are my. I've ordered many other discs. For instance, I won't steal your thunder. But there are other movies that came out in 4K this week that many people have that I don't. So I'm going to turn the floor over to you. What did you... I got these 4 discs. I should have got Flight to Mars. I love my 50s sci-fi movies, even when they're bad. Has not shown up yet. There's other movies I've ordered. Maybe they'll show up today. But what did you get this week?
Okay. Just a quick one to... summarize what have I seen this week. This I showed last week, Rob. I watched Beast Mode with C. Thomas Howell. Was not a bad movie. Had some fun. It was the right tone, but it was a little bit of lacking in the splatter department. I was really hoping, but it is about a Hollywood director, and his star is a little bit
fading.
Has a little bit of problems, so he has to find a double for him. And there is some special cream that make him look like the other guy. But then, of course, you get into beast mode. It has a nice setup, and you think that there will be a great climax to it, a great finale. But unfortunately, it's a little bit lackluster in that department. But from the comedy aspect, it was fine. Beast mode. So I watched Beast mode. Then, like Europe, I got my Donnie Darko replacement disc.
Nice.
That's a quick one.
That's good.
From Arrow. Then the first one I saw this week. I'm a huge fan of the franchise, and I had to get it because, Rob, it's still coming out here in Germany in the theaters in 1 or 2 months. Of course, I got Spiral from the book of Saw.
Wow, that's a pretty cool cover, man.
Yeah, but even, Rob, it's even better if you get the Best Buy Steelbook. that you get. Because, Rob, it comes with an hour of special features produced by our friend Cliff.
I know.
Did an hour documentary.
I have to tell you, I called Cliff. Yeah, I called Cliff yesterday because you had mentioned this on WhatsApp. You'd said, and I called him yesterday. I'm like, hey man, can your wife hook me up with all of the Saw discs that came out this week and Spiral? And you don't have to send me the first Saw because she already sent me the 4K Steelbook. And he's like, yes, I will have my wife hook you up. By the way, Cliff's wife, Cliff, of all the people I know, Cliff probably married. He married. Him and Charlie married. My two favorite DVD producers, other than myself, Charlie and Cliff. They both married well. They both have lovely, lovely wives, and I mean Carly Baker.
You got the great Dirty Dancing Steelbook,
Yeah, I mean she's in movies, and when you see pictures of her, she still should be in movies. And then Cliff's wife, who's also beautiful, she can get all the Lionsgate Blu-rays and 4K discs. I'm like, what's not to love?
Yeah,
my friends married well,
and I totally like the movie. Like I said, I'm a fan of the franchise. Unfortunately, it was probably not successful enough that we will get another one. But this IP, the brand, still strong, and it was directed by Darren Lynn Bowersman. It is probably, I think, it's fourth movie. So he is the Justin Lin of the Saw franchise.
Yeah, and don't forget, I mean, Darren Bowersman made Repo, the genetic opera, which is like the Rocky Horror Picture Show of the new millennia.
Yeah, and it's always great if Cliff does the extra stuff. An hour of extra features.
Cliff does amazing work. Maybe he'll win a Saturn Award for that. Let's hope.
Oh, yeah, because it's more than just your standard EPK kit you get from the other.
Cliff does good work. He cares.
Yeah, this is not for me. This is for my friend. I showed it already. I've got mine. This is the other one. Mortal Kombat. This is not for me. This is for a friend. It's still sealed. Mortal Kombat.
Whatever.
Come on, Rob.
Yeah, okay.
Let's at least hope, Rob.
By the way, Emma Bannon says, I've never seen those films. It's a bit of a Saw point for her.
Okay.
You know what? Here's the thing. I mean, Emma Bannon is a lovely, lovely human being. I do not know. I don't know if she was gifted or cursed with her ability to make punny jokes. I mean, sometimes I respect her. I'm like, my God, you are one funny human being. And other times, I want to jump off a cliff like the Roadrunner.
Meep meep. Considering my rating, Rob, with the nice special features from Cliff, this for me gets worthy purchase at retail price. Spiral, definitely. And now we come to a little bit of more of the cat in the box, Rob, and let's hope she dies tomorrow.
Wow.
I have no idea, Rob. It says
it's a media book. What is that?
Yeah, it's a media book. It's an apocalyptic thriller. She dies tomorrow.
Where did this come from?
This is from Germany, Rob. This is from Germany. She dies tomorrow. Nice title.
Half the girls I've dated, I've hoped that was. Oh wait, no. Hang on. What? I'm kidding.
So I hope it's good, but at least it's shiny, Rob. She dies.
That's tomorrow. Really shiny. I mean, that's amazing. I would say Trash Panda. I mean, that looks respectable.
The next one, a friend of mine, Thomas, saw it, was not big fan of it. He got me that big Bang Boom Bang special edition that I showed. But I heard actually good things about it, about the puppet movie Benny Loves You.
Wow.
And it's a media book too. It comes with the poster. It is with the puppeteer. And I heard good things, but my friend said, no, not...
But you bought it anyway.
Yeah, because it's from one of my favorite German labels, Pierrot Le Fou, and they always do those nice media books like...
By the way, Criterion put out that movie, Pierre Le Fou. Come on.
Okay. And it is out in the US. Benny Loves You is out in the US as well. So I showed German Angst, which is from the same label. And if you collect them, you've got number 24, number 5.
Wow.
You could put them side by side. And Benny loves.
Although the anal retentive perfectionist in me would say that on that spine, they put the letters the wrong direction. But okay.
Yeah, and it comes with a poster. Unfortunately, I was not that lucky with. Why Don't You Just Die? Where I got a signed poster. It's just a poster.
That's a pretty cool poster. Are you going to frame that and put it up in the home theater,
no.
the Bastian home theater?
It will stay in the media book where it belongs.
Okay. You're not going to give it to your mom? By the way, how is your mom?
No. My mom was fine. We were.
She was fine?
Out? No, she is fine.
Okay, good, because I got worried there for a minute.
No. We were out today because actually this date is a little bit of special. It would be my dad's birthday, and she invited us to get a little bit of dinner, for dinner. So we were out.
See, I was waiting. I gave a poster to a friend of mine for La Femme Nikita, and it was a German La Femme Nikita poster, and I wanted to ask your mom, when I meet your mom, I remembered what in my American pronunciation. Now tell me if it's good. So here's what was on the La Femme Nikita poster.
Yeah.
Sie hat keine Angst, sie liebt, sie tot. Does that?
Sie hat keine Angst, sie liebt und sie tötet.
Okay, I thought it was tot, but it's something. Sie hat keine Angst. That's all I remember. And it was La Femme Nikita.
She has no fear, Rob. She has no fear.
How was my pronunciation?
A little bit wonky, like my English pronunciation, but it's okay. Let's
all right. Okay. That was the German La Femme. How about that for a non sequitur? There you go.
The next one, Rob, Cat in the Bag, but it's from my friends in Korea, so I hope it's good. It's called The Clone Key to Immortality.
Oh, look at that. By the way, you know what? I used to think that everything that everything from Japan is better, but I'm beginning to think that everything in Korea is better.
Yeah. So
that's
this was
pretty dope. Now, is that a German? Oh, it is a German.
Yes, it's a German media book, and those media books from Splendid always come with a second movie in it. And the second movie here is The Great Age of Shadows. It's made to fit from the look of it into
cool.
it. But those second movies are not trash movies. They're always great movies too. They're put in. So you get actually 2 movies for the price of one in that media books. And they're always limited. So this is limited to 1,500.
Wow. And you got one.
The Clone Key to Immortality. The next one, Rob, our friend Mark Kermott said, it's trash, Rob. It's trash. But I had to get it because
the trash pet. Look, when someone says things are trash, doesn't that make you doesn't the hair stand up on the back of your neck and you're like, oh, I have to have that?
Yeah, but I
was
trash really looking forward to this. I haven't seen it. And I saw, Mark Kermott reviewed it. And then, Mark was not very thrilled with the movie. But I liked the first one, but it is a little bit back. I haven't seen it in a long time. And this is the sequel to it. Project Rainfall Occupation is the original. So this is the normal this is the normal cover for the movie. Project Rainfall. It is the sequel to, I think, Occupation was the movie. It's an Australian movie, I believe. And this is the media book. Come on, how could I say no?
How can you say? You can't say no, Dieter. You just have to buy it.
Yeah, and I was just thrilled. And it comes with a second movie, and the second movie is Origin Unknown with Katie Sackhoff in it.
I saw that movie on Netflix. I like that movie.
Oh, okay.
It's not great.
So Rob, if Project Rainfall falls flat, at least I have a second one with Origin.
Yeah,
Unknown.
I don't expect anything great, but Katie Sackhoff, she gives it her all. It's fine.
Project Rainfall. Okay, another media book.
How do you even find these things? Like every week, do you have like Trash Panda alerts? Like how do you know these movies are coming out? Like what makes you like when you're given a list of everything that's coming out? Please explain to the viewers, how do you decide what to buy?
Okay, let's just say Project Rainfall. I get sometimes a newsletter from a website called Monster Fest. It's some kind of festival in Australia, I believe. And this was the first time I stumbled across the poster for the movie. And then, this is the sequel to Occupation. I loved Occupation. And then I already thought, where can I buy it? And I always just look through Amazon Germany, what is coming up from the lease date.
Me too. I go to Blu-ray.com,
And then I go through the sites, and nice one, buy. Nice one, buy. And something like a clone, I just stumble across those things. Of course, the usual way is then to check Rotten Tomatoes. What's the Rotten Tomatoes score? But Project Rainfall, it wouldn't matter. Consider it was a media book. I would have bought it anyway, since it's the sequel to the other movies, so it wouldn't matter. But normally, I do a little bit of research. How is the Rotten Tomatoes score? How is the IMDb score? And then it lands in the basket, Rob,
Right.
And I have something a little bit of different, because my friend David Kogel, unlike Mr. Bobby, has already sent me a second package. So it's 2-0 for Mr. David Kogel, correct? And he sent me one of his nice cups where he puts on a nice drawing of his muse. And I liked especially this one. It's called, I believe, Allegiance. And she reminded me of some kind of hybrid between Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, and a little bit of Abby.
How come David Kogel doesn't send me coffee cups?
I don't know. Reach out to him, Rob.
I mean, I do show his artwork on our show here.
Yeah. And I totally loved him, and and sometimes I got a package from America, Rob.
Wow, unlike me, you've got nothing from me.
Not from Bobby.
I'm a bad friend.
Okay?
I'm a bad friend. By the way,
just saying.
I mean, I still got that Ronin Films box of Haunted or whatever.
Yeah. So, David Kogel versus Burnett, 2-0. What can I say?
Wow. You know what? You're right. I'm a bad friend.
The next one up I haven't seen. It's from back in the day, from Ringo Lam with Joey and Fat, from Eureka Wild Search.
Wow, look at that, man. Ooh.
But unfortunately, it has the same cover, no irreversible, but it has a booklet in it. Yeah. Do you know the movie, Rob?
I don't know the movie. All I know is Chow Yun Fat. I mean, I have to say, after I saw it, I always imagine myself as a human being of different ethnicities, and my first Chinese man that I wanted to be was Chow Yun Fat. Until Hard Boiled, and I'm like, oh no, Chow Yun Fat's awesome. I want to be, and thank God for Zephyr Chan. I've been saying his name wrong all the time. But, I mean, come on. Tony Leung. He's the man. And
we'll be in Shang-Chi,
dude. And if I ever get my Lust Caution action figure, I mean, basically, I want to be a Chinese dude that wears linen suits for the rest of my life. I mean, goddamn.
You have ordered the figure, I believe, with the.
I've ordered the fact that anyone made a Tony Leung Lust Caution action figure, I mean, come on. And by the way, it comes with a chair.
Yeah, no.
I mean, are you kidding me?
That was the tip of the iceberg.
Are you kidding me? It's coming. I mean, and what crossover appeal? The Let's Get Physical Media fully articulated. I mean, my God, Tony Leung. By the way, it is the year of Tony. He's in Shang-Chi. He is having a Lust Caution action figure made of him. Like, I feel like
from a specific movie, Rob, or just
no, it's from the movie Lust Caution, which is an Ang Lee film set in the 30s. Basically, it's got beautiful Chinese people fucking. That's what it's about. That's why it's called Lust Caution. And look, I'm telling you, I mean, who doesn't love beautiful naked Chinese girls? No one. Everyone does. So, and I'm getting an action figure of her. By the way, I won't take her clothes off. Just saying. I want Tony Leung and her to be sitting. You're going to see them behind me right now. They're going to be, when I get them, they're going to be somewhere behind me. I don't know why. By the way, people are going, what? Let me get a picture and you'll see. So go ahead. Continue, please.
Oh, continue. Okay. Rob, you all know you live in this crazy crime-ridden neighborhood where there was a shooting. I know.
Dude,
somebody got shot. Got shot. So, Rob, I hope you don't die in a gunfight.
Oh, well, there you go. Wow.
The movie with Alexandra Daddario, who's probably already in the direct-to-video department, which is unfortunate. But let's see, cat in the bag, die in a gunfight. Looks nice. And you probably, Rob, could get it for free because it's from Lionsgate, of course. Die in a gunfight. But considering trash diving with me, the next one is not trash, Rob.
So you say.
Like it.
So you
say. Wait, Rob. Because this is not the only edition I bought. I will hopefully get another one. But I loved the cover and said I had to get it, Rob. Almost Famous, but the Blu-ray, not the 4K.
Okay, look.
Not the 4K, Rob.
Emma Bannon has sent this to me. She got me the this is one of my favorite movies of all time. I love this movie so much. And I by the way, I owe her. I have to send her. I've got money to send her right away. But for whatever reason,
but this is not a 4K, Rob. This is not our 4K steelbook because both our 4K steelbooks got delayed.
I know. Ever. I don't get it.
The normal Blu-ray edition, but I totally dug the cover artwork.
It's so good. One of my favorite movies of all time. Yeah. Top 10 for me. By the way, can I just so people don't forget, Tony Lung, let me just say, here they are. These are the Lust Caution action figures. And if you've seen Lust Caution, you know that action figure is exactly the right term. Imagine that now. Look at Tony, man. Look at that suit. No one, if I could be a Chinese dude, I would be him. And in all of his movies, he's just killer. And the fact that they made him the Mandarin in Shang-Chi, come on, my friend, come on. Now, I have ordered this. He comes with a chair and a linen suit. So anyway, I'm just saying, and by the way, Lust Caution is NC-17. It's hot. And so there you go. Anyway, that's what people like. What? So there you go.
What company comes this figure up?
No idea. It's some third party. They didn't. Although I have to say, let's look at it again. They did. This is licensed because they are saying it's from the movie Lust Caution, which takes place in the 30s. But and by the way, I'm not going to take their clothes off like they do in the film. I'm going to keep them this way. I'll probably display them this way. And I've been waiting for a year to get this action figure set, and I don't know what company it is. It's right there in the corner. You'll have to blow it up and see. I don't know. Anyway, I'm very, very excited. Me and 3 other people are excited for this action figure set. Maybe it'll never get made because it didn't get enough pre-orders. I don't know. I did spend some money on the pre-order. I've been waiting for it for like a year. And oh my God, Ong Lee, thank you. Just saying.
For it. Okay. So, another cat in the bag, Rob. But I think I was not that bad on Rotten Tomatoes. But I don't know, Rob. The Annihilator with Nastasia Henstridge and Lance Henriksen.
Wow.
And Adam Beach.
I had no idea that movie even exists.
With great power comes great pain, is the title, Rob, the subtitle.
Wow. The
Annihilator. And it comes from, strangely enough, with special features. Gag reel, deleted scenes, alternative extended scenes, behind the scenes interviews. So it comes a little bit with bonus feature, and it's from Shout Factory, Rob. The Annihilator.
Wow. I didn't even know that came out.
Now you know, Rob. That's why I'm on the show. Okay. And the next one, Rob. Let's go back to February 28, 2008, when Iron Maiden was playing in Colombia, Bogota. And there's a movie about 2 friends from Colombia who tried to get into that concert. And the title is called The Night of the Beast.
Wow.
It's about 70 minutes, and it is a little bit of a semi-doc. You have some, not live footage, but stuff from outside of the concert mixed into it. And you've got 2 friends who how much tickets cost in those countries.
Yeah.
And if some band like Maiden, for you it's normal. Oh, Iron Maiden is coming, okay. But in this country, if so a band is coming, it's really something special. And they bought the tickets for a lot of money, and they try to get into the concert. So it's a nice movie about friendship, The Night of the Beast, from a little bit point in time. And one last one, Rob, that you didn't get.
Oh, come on. Like, oh, dude. Maybe look at that. Look at that. Like, now I have to say, I did get the Steelbook, the Zavi Steelbook.
Rob, we are not at special editions yet. Come on, man. Wait a little bit.
Well, wait a second. Man. I don't even have it. It just shipped. I got to say, I love this. Look at this package. You got to open that shit up, son. I want to see that. Look at that beautiful package. Look at that. Show what's in there.
Like Rob said, this is the normal 4K version, and the movie still rules. I've watched it on
I love
Tuesday.
True Romance. Yeah. I love this kid.
And it comes with the poster,
Look
with
at
the new artwork, and with the old.
By the way, can I just say that the old Warner Brothers Blu-ray of this movie sucked. The transfer was terrible. It was really bad. Have you watched the new disc? Have you watched it?
Yeah, I've watched new disc. But
how is the transfer?
Everyone knows I don't have a 4K TV. Just
no, of course.
It's okay. Don't expect anything extremely brutal good. It's a fine movie. It looks nice, but it's not that it. I was thinking,
because it's not exactly a big budget movie. And what I always hated about it was always too dark. It was murky. No, but I mean the old transfer is the new transfer.
Yeah, I get it, Rob. But no, it was. What I like, Rob, is when a transfer is stable. You don't get many ups and downs. So I rather have a transfer that is not switching from extreme sharp to washed out. If it's more at a stable point, I like it more than just with different.
Don't you condescend me, man. That's Brad Pitt.
So this is the booklet that comes with
pretty cool.
True Romance. So this is my little haul from this week, Rob.
I would say that's a pretty good haul. Like once again, I rolled out of bed to come to this show. I didn't pull a special edition out.
I forgot irreversible cover.
Yeah, you went, and how cool is that? That's pretty cool.
You can change it. And you've got, I totally forgot, Rob. You've got inside, of course, a little bit of nice.
Wow, the lobby card reproductions. Look at that.
Yeah.
People forget Quentin Tarantino wrote that movie.
And it's totally recognizable.
And it has, I mean, the scene between Dennis Hopper and Christopher Walken is one of the great scenes of all time.
Yeah. And if you want to see more about True Romance, then watch Elizabeth's about it.
Yes,
because there was an episode about it.
We did an episode about True Romance. Don't you miss Elizabeth's? I mean, you are wearing. Yeah. Elizabeth's is going to come back in a big way.
I hope so.
Yeah,
let's not get that petition ready, okay? Just saying.
No, not like a no. Don't worry, it's coming back. Elizabeth's is coming back.
In the Arrow set was this little thing, the summer camp guide
to Arrow,
Camp Arrow video part 2, whatever with camp rules. Whatever this may be, I have no idea. There's a little bit of a blueprint in it. You can find some mistakes. I don't know. Is this a movie or what is this?
I have to say that I have a big order coming from Arrow. Maybe it'll show up by next week. I don't know, but they have some a couple of very significant titles coming out in the next week or two.
Okay.
So we'll see. I ordered from them in the UK. Who knows when it'll get there? I don't know.
Yeah.
But
so Rob, this was my haul for this week.
Well, Dieter, I mean, you know what? I've let you be on camera for a long time. I'm back. Here I am. Hello. Finally. I know. So a good haul. I think, I only had 4 titles. I ordered more. Flight to Mars I didn't get, but I really want it. It's not a very good movie, but I love my 50s sci-fi. And thank God that I'm able to get, like, When Worlds Collide from Australia. You never know. But so, still a good week in physical media.
Yeah.
By the way, wait, hang on a second.
Yeah.
Hang on, wait. Have I mentioned
that
Kino Lorber is releasing To Live and Die in LA in 4K? Oh my God. Fucking fantastic. Sorry. Where was I?
Good things come to those who wait.
Yeah, but I feel my entire life, all we do is wait for 4K figures, or 4K figures, for Hot Toys figures, 4K disc releases. I'm tired of waiting because I'm close to death. I just want it now. Anyway.
You want it all.
Go ahead. You have a letter.
I have a letter. Okay. Wait, I have to switch.
Wait a minute. Can I guess who wrote it?
Do it, Rob. Guess
no. I don't want to kill the suspense. Who wrote that letter? Read that letter.
I don't know this guy. It's Oma94. Do you know who this guy, Rob?
You know what? I don't know.
Letter, I believe. And Oma writes, "Hi Rob and guten Abend, Dieter. If I remember correctly, Dieter showed everyone how he got Zack Snyder's Justice League on home media, Rob 2. With that, I thought about something. We've seen a number of director's cuts recently, like the Snyder cut, Francis Ford Coppola's original cut for Godfather 3, and we will see the director's cut of Rocky 4 later this year on November 11th, which is my birthday, so I know what I'm going to do then. So with that, I would be interested to see more filmmakers go back and fix movies which were heavily edited to fit their visions. I thought about this because I found out Adrian Lyne. Rob, did I say this correct, or is it Adrian?
It's Adrian Lyne, but yeah,
Adrian
okay. Yeah, Adrian Lyne.
I found out Adrian Lyne, the director of movies like Flashdance, 9.5 Weeks, Fatal Attraction, Jacob's Ladder, and
Take Your Passion and Make It Happen, Dieter.
Yeah, and Indecent Proposal is returning to filmmaking after 20 years since he made Unfaithful, with the movie Deep Water, which comes out in 2022. When I was looking at some behind-the-scenes information on his movies, I discovered how the original cut of Flashdance was supposed to be 2 hours and 20 minutes long. This was the cut Lyne and co-writer Joe Eszterhas wanted for the movie, but Michael Eisner and Jeffrey Katzenberg insisted it was cut down to the length it currently is. With that, if Lyne is making a return to filmmaking, maybe he can also go back and recut Flashdance to fit his original take on the film, since he does have some credibility to him based on his success of a number of his movies. While I like the visuals and find the song What a Feeling very catchy, I'm not a big fan of Flashdance. However, if there's a 20-hour, 20-minute cut, I might change my mind on the film, since there is maybe more plot and characterization in that cut. That new cut would probably come out on home media, which Rob will definitely buy since he likes Flashdance. I don't know about the two of you, but that's just something I thought about, where I would be interested if filmmakers can go back and record their movies to fit their original visions. Also, those new cuts would probably come out on home media, so I'm sure you will both buy them when they are on sale. Thanks, live long and prosper. So this came from Oma. Considering Flashdance, Oma, I don't know if you need a longer cut, but Rob, help me out here. Do you need a longer cut for Flashdance?
Well, I think Flashdance is fucking perfect. I mean, I've always said one of my sayings is the tagline, the ad on the movie poster, it said, "Take your passion and make it happen." And I've always said on this show, I've said, Flashdance your life. Take your passion and make it happen. In my mind, one of the greatest pieces of advice ever given is on the advertising for Flashdance, which is take your passion and make it happen. So I always say, Dieter, if there's ever a question, when you come to a crossroads of anything, what you need to do is Flashdance your life. You got to take your passion. You have to make it happen. And that's it. That's the answer. Do we need a 2-hour version of Flashdance?
Or more characterization and more plot?
You know what? I mean, it really comes down to Michael Nouri and Jennifer Beals like having dinner together, and she's like got crab, and she's like putting her foot between his legs and eating crab. I'm like, I don't need more than that. I'm like,
there is your characterization.
I mean, it's like, do I want to watch Jennifer Beals welding more because she's a welder? Maybe, because that movie dlooks really good. I love Adrian Lyne as a filmmaker, but I think that Michael Eisner, was it Michael Eisner? Was it Barry
right.
Diller? I mean, it's pretty good. So, Irene Cara, take your passion, make it happen. Flashdance. It's fine the way it is. I want to see Adrian Lyne make new movies, dude. It's 38 years old.
And considering Omar saying, director going back to edit their movie to their original vision.
Yeah.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. But
yeah, I mean, I don't know. What can I say? By the way, do you know that many people have written into us today?
Oh, okay.
I mean, many people are firing in questions.
Are they still outraged about Masters of the Universe, Rob?
Not apparently. Maybe not. I don't see it, but I want to get in. People have sent tips and super chats. I want to thank you. If you want to engage us, you can do that. It's in you can send us. Everyone knows tips and super chats. It's a YouTube thing. Patron, be a patron of the arts. Support Dieter Bastian. Anyway, Mark Evans says, keep up the good work, guys. Let's Get Physical Media is the best show on YouTube. I'm not biased. I'm not biased. Hopefully you'll get this and it won't get lost like my letter seems to have been lost. I don't know, Mark. I've so many letters.
Again, Mark.
Yeah,
Send it again.
Yeah, resend it. Willow Yang, Dieter. Willow writes in and says, you've probably watched Howard the Duck. You've probably watched Howard the Duck many more times than I have. Do you think Howard's species is a bird? Or are they actually mammals? The female members of his race apparently have large mammary glands. I'm confused. Okay, first of all, this is why we cherish Willow Yang here on the Burnettwork. Dieter, is Howard the Duck a mammal? What do you think?
Rob, I have no comic lore knowledge about Howard the Duck. You're the comic connoisseur about the lore. And guess what, Willow? Actually, never really have seen Howard the Duck.
What?
No, Rob. I can't remember.
You're the trash panda, and you don't have the Howard the Duck 4K disc? I mean,
no, I don't, Rob.
All the crap that you buy, of all the movies I've never heard of
I was so glad when in Guardians of the Galaxy the end credit scene came with Howard the Duck, and I thought, oh my God, I hopefully don't put that Howard the Duck into the MCU. Luckily, it didn't happen.
Howard the Duck is in the MCU, so
yeah,
I mean,
but not that big. People were hoping.
Okay, first of all, the Thomas Dolby songs alone.
The duck is an alien.
The duck. There you go. The duck's an alien. I mean, look. The problem with Willow is she's smarter than both of us combined. Yeah. So, I mean, she's a PhD. She's a doc. Willow Yang is a doctor. So anything we say will just come off looking stupid. I would say Willow, like you said, he's an alien entity, a different species than what we have here on Earth. So I can't answer that question.
It's an actor in a costume.
By the way, following up Willow's question, would you be surprised to know that Emma Bannon sent us a tip and wants Emma to me, Emma Bannon, you have to say the lovely, lovely Emma Bannon. So it's like 4 words. Emma says, "Hey Rob, do you know anything about postage to Germany? I have a storage solution for Dieter's Blu-ray collection, but I don't know if you can send trash cans via airmail."
Let's find out if that's possible. If it holds a lot of stuff, you know.
Well, I'm thinking a dumpster. She needs to send a dumpster.
So the big ones.
Our friend 200 Watt Studios says Kate Beckinsdale is a hot box, Rob. Ouch. Why, yes, she is. Yes, she is. Okay. Justin Toner.
Justin
says, "Hi, Rob and Dieter. Loving the 4K news this week. I am still waiting for my copy of Ron in 4K from Zavvi." Oh, wait. You mean this? It shipped.
Perhaps this is your copy, Justin.
I know. Because everything is sent. I know. It could be. It shipped, but no idea when it will arrive. Well, that's kind of like my 4K version of True Romance. Rob, bruh. You ever going to send me my copy of African Kung Fu Nazis? Don't worry, I still love you. Yes, Justin, it's right over there. I'm going to give it to Elizabeth. She'll send it to you. I know, terrible. I have them. Don't think I forgot. They've all got Post-it notes. Randy Pena sends in a super chat and says, "Hey Rob, it's been a while. I hope you're well. When do you think the Matrix 4 trailer will be out? It's the most anticipated movie of 2021. I think it's your most anticipated, followed by Dune." Now, Randy, Mr. Pena, I have to say, I too, Dieter, let me ask you, what is your level of excitement for the Matrix 4?
Actually, Rob, is this movie coming out this year?
Yes, it is, sir, in December.
So much for my excitement knowing about it that it will come out this year.
Come on, man.
So let me see the first teaser, but I don't watch anymore. But just to give a little bit of a feeling how they will move the story forward. But at the moment, it's actually not on my radar because the YouTube pundit space doesn't really talk about Matrix 4
which I don't understand. I mean, the Matrix is 22 years old this year. I think the Matrix was one of, when I think back, you know, the 21st century has had some great sci-fi films. Children of Men, Anaria. I mean, you know, Gattaca. Is Gattaca? I think Gattaca's.
Gattaca, yeah.
But I love the Matrix. I mean, Matrix Reloaded, Matrix Revolutions are okay, but still many cool ideas.
Yeah.
I really want to see Matrix 4. I can't wait. There is no, like you said, there's no footprint at all. We haven't seen a trailer. People are like, "Oh, Rob, when is the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer?" I'm like, it'll come out. But I'm like, no, I want to see the Matrix 4 trailer. And I've read, you know, there was all these spoiler. There was an early screening, and they said it's very meta and all. I'm like, I'm in. I can't wait. And by the way, okay, bitches, I'm going to come at you right now. Jupiter Ascending fucking rules. Change my mind. Just saying. I mean, on this show, Trash Panda, if you can love your movies, I can love Jupiter Ascending. Do you know when I first saw Jupiter Ascending? The lovely Mary Forrest, a woman who I still love, she got us into a screening on the Warner Brothers lot to see Jupiter Ascending. And do you know who was there? The Wachowskis. They were there.
Great.
I was with Cliff. I was with Charlie. We went and saw Jupiter Ascending, and I was like, we're talking about it. I loved it. Everyone's like, that movie was not good. I'm like, this fucking movie rules. And the final version, by the way, it's in 4K. I love Jupiter Ascending. I think that was the last Wachowski film, right? It came out after Cloud Atlas.
Except for the Netflix series.
Right, well, Sense8, yes. Yes, but that's a series. It's not a movie. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I know not both Wachowskis made it, but Lana made it.
No.
Not Lily. Lana made it. So I can't wait. I cannot wait to see Matrix 4. Or Matrix, whatever it's called. Matrix something.
Doesn't have a subtitle yet. Okay.
So 200 Watt Studio says, Rob, if I send my Femme Fatale set, will you sign it? I will, but just send it to Elizabeth and put a self-addressed stamped envelope in it so I can just sign it and she'll send it out. Just do that. I'm just saying.
That was my mistake.
I know. I love that who I stream with, sends us super chats. So says, the comic is The Brat Pack by Rick Veitch, and the baddie has a face that looks like a woman's vagina with a tongue sticking out of it. I mean, if you have a vagina, don't you want a tongue sticking into it? I mean, actually not into it. You want it
that comic cover up.
You want it to be like a little bit up, 45 degree up to, anyway, that's a long story. 200 Watt Studio also says, Threads freaked me out when I was a kid. Okay. Shudder Channel had it streaming recently. Ooh. Oh. Because the kids today need Threads.
Put that movie here on my list.
D Duval 59 sends in a super chat and says, do either of you know when Tarantino's movies will be put out on 4K? I also hope for the day when Toho does every Godzilla movie in 4K. What do you think?
Wait, I think there was an announcement considering 4K stuff. I think the Inglourious Bastards and Django Unchained, but I'm not sure anymore. I think I stumbled across something.
I'm not sure.
Like announcement, but I could be wrong.
By the way, so 200 Watt Studio sends in another super chat and says, I came in 15 minutes late.
Yeah.
But did you cover Kino Lorber's announcement of their 4K of To Live and Die in L.A.? Oh, my God. I can't believe it. Oh, dude. Did we cover that? Because I don't know.
Yes, Rob. Yeah.
Are you sure?
But probably not enough.
And you know what? It wasn't enough.
It will close the show.
No, just in case anyone doesn't know, To Live and Die in LA is coming out on 4K from Kino Lorber with Dolby Vision. Oh my God! All right, so thank you, 200 Watt Studio, for saying that. 200 Watt Studio goes on to say, "I have no idea, Rob." Dieter Bastian, laugh out loud. Yes, that's what he says. Says Benny loves you. Looks like fun. Let us know if it's thumbs up. Is it thumbs up?
I will let you know as soon as I watched it.
But
it's still in the cat in the back section.
I can't. What can I say? Stubble McShave goes on to say when Leslie Nielsen started getting roles in comedies, his career as a leading man was over. He was too old. His comedy movies got him a second career that wouldn't have happened otherwise. What is your favorite Leslie Nielsen movie? Bruh. Okay, first of all, I agree with you, the Naked Gun films, but my favorite Leslie Nielsen movie, there's only one answer to this question. The precursor to Star Trek, one of the greatest science fiction films of all time, loosely based on Shakespeare's The Tempest, 1957's Forbidden Planet. Leslie Nielsen is the prototype for James Tiberius Kirk. Just saying. Do you have a favorite Leslie Nielsen performance?
Unfortunately, Rob, I really know Leslie just from the comedy stuff.
Okay. That's terrible. Why do you not know Forbidden Planet? Come on now. Come on.
I have to speak the truth. I just got to learn it from, Naked Gun, the Airplane. So I would probably put out Airplane as my favorite from it, because Airplane is one of my favorite comedies in general. So Leslie is in it. So Airplane.
Well, maybe I'll have it next week, but William Girdler's 1977 horror opus Day of the Animals I might have on Blu-ray next week. Stars Leslie Nielsen, so we can talk about that.
Okay.
Stubble McShave says, speaking of true romance, do you think Christian Slater seems to do a Jack Nicholson impersonation in half of his movies? Yes, I do, and he's all the better for it. What do you think?
Never thought about it that way. Do Jack Nicholson impersonation. From my perspective, no.
I know.
When I would think about Hard Rain or something like this, or Broken Arrow, no, it's not that fancy acting showcase movies that I mentioned now, but considering a Jack Nicholson impression, I didn't get that vibe. Europe?
Well, yeah, no, I did. I mean, absolutely.
Okay.
I did totally. So, okay, this next one, I never want to correct people. I don't.
And don't forget, Wheels of Time starting in November, I believe.
Stubble. Yes. I mean, look, I've been tweeting to Stubble. Stubble and I are going to do a review show about Wheel of Time. It's very exciting. Very exciting.
Okay.
Mr. Jones, now I don't like to correct people, but so Mr. Jones says, hey, Rob, I collect physical media as well. This week, my pickups were Mortal Kombat, Demons 1 and 2, directed by Dario Argento, classic Italian horror. Okay, Mr. Jones, I do appreciate you supporting the channel. But Dario Argento did not direct Demons 1 and 2. He produced them. Lamberto Bava, the son of the great Mario Bava, who directed Diabolic, Bay of Blood, one of my favorite movies of all time, Mask of the Demon. I just point that out. But it's great that you got those because they are awesome. Great transfers, awesome.
It is the bigger name, Rob. It is the bigger name.
I know. So it's it's true. Harry Nice Guy sends in a super chat. It says,
Harry.
Kate Beckinsale is also on a new show on Amazon Prime, which is like that electric show.
No,
like,
it's a movie. It's not a show.
It's a movie.
Loft is it called? It's called Loft, I believe.
Loft? No, it's like
Jolt. It's Jolt.
Yes, it's Jolt. And yes, she like.
But I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. It looks good. Want to watch it? Yep. I mean, Kate Beckinsale.
Sorry, yes.
Jolt. So.
But it's a movie. It's not a series.
Yeah, it's not a series. So. Yeah. That is the end. I want to thank everyone. You can still send in things. Wait, hang on. Harry Nice Guy goes on to say, regarding Jupiter Ascending, a movie that opens with a woman cleaning toilets and ends in the same way, it tells you something. Yes, that women deserve to be doing something more than cleaning toilets. I'm just saying. And by the way, it is Mila Kunis, so I get it. But I do love Jupiter Ascending. I'm a big, unapologetic Jupiter Ascending fan.
Sorry. You have a letter, Rob, I believe.
I don't.
Is it? You don't? Okay.
No, I don't. No letter.
Special edition. Then it's
you know what? I rolled out of bed. Look at my hair. You can tell. I rolled out of bed. Okay. I don't have. Do you have a special edition?
Yeah. Correct, Rob.
All right.
When it came out, you talked about it and you asked, what cover artwork will you get that for? I don't know. They both look awesome. And of course, Rob, here's another one. You know, here is the one with the steelbook. Let's see.
Why do you have to steal my thunder? I don't have that yet. Look at that. Oh my God.
So here is the steelbook edition for True Romance. So I will probably get the other edition to my niece, and there are the same lobby cards but a little bit more. There's this postcard of the Safari in it,
which by the way is on Olive Avenue in Burbank.
Okay,
been there many times.
A little tattoo sticker, Clarence in Alabama, and this is really great, Rob. We've got the theatrical poster for coming home in a body bag.
Wow. Okay, that alone is worth owning this for.
Correct. Because what this
There's
about,
never been that. That's unique to that release.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is the steelbook, and
wow, I'm glad I bought that.
I love the artwork too, and in it you have the poster with the new artwork. So it's like the other edition.
Wow.
Too. There's the new artwork.
Wow, the steelbook. That was the book. I did get the right version. The right version. That's pretty cool.
And this was a Savvy exclusive. I
yes,
believe.
It was. That's what I got mine.
Yeah. And the booklet is the same.
What a great booklet, by the way.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So this, Rob, is my special edition for the week. So I showed the same movie twice. What can you do? You know,
I don't know.
True romance,
I mean,
Rob. It's true romance.
It is true romance. It's good.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Dieter. I have to say that what a fantastic show we've done. A long show. Once again, almost 2 hours.
Ooh.
Right?
My
God.
Mein Gott. Rob.
Yeah.
And one thing, Rob, I forgot just to mention. I don't know if you know this. You have that Blackpink T-shirt. There is a movie coming out in our theaters. It's called Blackpink the movie.
Oh, I know. It's a documentary about.
Just saying.
And by the way, people have come after me this week, going, "Who is your favorite member of Blackpink?" Now I have to say that
Song asked you.
It's a little crazy. I mean, I understand as a middle-aged man, it might seem a little untoward to like Blackpink. I like the music, but if you asked me, like, okay, if you could be on a desert island alone with one of the 4 members of Blackpink, who would be the
only
person
one that survived the plane crash?
Yeah, it would be Lisa, who's putting out a solo album soon. So I'm a Lisa fan, who, by the way, is the only member of Blackpink that isn't Korean, which is sort of interesting because I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know what that says about me, but Blackpink is always in your area. That's all I have to say about it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was just skimming through the program of my theater multiplex, and then I thought, well, what is this? Blackpink the movie is coming out.
Yeah, you know,
but I saw it in the original version with subtitles.
I think what's really interesting is as somebody who is aging and getting close to death, I think what's really fascinating.
Not before To Live and Die in L.A. is
no, dude. Released. Wait, hang on, wait. In case you didn't know, To Live and Die in L.A. is in fact coming out in 4K in Dolby Vision from Kino Lorber. But so let me ask you this: so the members of Blackpink are in their early to mid 20s, right? They're not like 16, so it's not. As a middle-aged man, more than middle-aged, with one foot in the grave, is it wrong of me to like Blackpink? And when someone says, do you have a favorite member of Blackpink? And I have an answer. Like, I can be like, I have an answer. I say Lisa, you know, and is this wrong? Am I like...
It just shows how big your knowledge is, Rob,
well,
about all stuff.
Okay,
because, Rob, I have to... little bit of a the contraption that's called in and okay, what is Blackpink actually? Okay, it's a pop band, green pop band
with 4 really hot girls.
Yeah,
and if you like Asian women, which I've always ever since
I
saw Godzilla vs. Monster Zero, I've wanted to have a Japanese girlfriend with black and silver clothing with the weird glasses from Planet X. And that was when I was like 6. I'm like, oh, no. Japanese girls are in flying saucers, which makes them much cooler than American girls, because there was never. Has there ever been an American movie with American girls in flying saucers? No. Only Asian women are in flying saucers. So, but still, you get older and you're like, I kind of feel bad that I even know what Blackpink is, much less I actually bought that shirt because I think the Blackpink logo is amazing. It's such a great bit of graphic design. When I saw the hot pink color, not unlike the physical media logo that we have right now.
Yeah.
How do you not like Blackpink? So I do feel a little weird. Do you think it's a little weird?
You like what you like, Rob. And considering how many views their videos get, you're one of many.
Yeah. I still think I'm weird and creepy, just so you know.
Let me dial this one back, Rob. You know, there's a package on your way, but unfortunately, Rob, that juicy one is not in it.
Okay? Oh, why isn't the juicy one not in it?
It's too big. It didn't fit. And
I mean, I want to show Elizabeth. Speaking of girls that I like, I'm hoping to show Elizabeth some softcore porn from the '70s. Boom, chicka, boom, bow. You know what I mean?
I hope I will get a good enough package, and considering the weight with the Dune sets, it probably
right.
could fit. So this is unfortunately not in the package, Rob. But don't worry, Rob.
By the way, can I just say, Tom Jr. Jackson says, did Rob get that shirt at Hot Topic? I guess he means the black pink shirt. No, my black pink shirt is bespoke. I did not buy it at Hot Topic, just so you know. Tom, come on.
And, Rob, don't forget, you will get that great, with the package, that great shirt that says DISCO. Wear it proudly. Wear it proudly. Or at least
did you really send me that?
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking burn that shit, son.
But please take the Blu-rays out first. And I know you're on a diet, Rob, so if you don't want the Haribos, give them to other people.
No. I am on a diet, but, you know,
you said no Haribos at the moment, but I put them in it, so you can do it what you want with the Haribos.
Yeah, I haven't had them in a long time. Yeah. You know, there's been no chips, no Haribos. Look, pistachios only go so far. By the way, says Emmanuel, je t'aime beaucoup. Je t'aime beaucoup. I mean, first of all, for those of you who know the Emmanuel franchise, Sylvia Crystal, I mean, I'm all about Emmanuel 2. Huge. Emmanuel 2 is where it's at. Emmanuel 3, crushing disappointment. And then Miss Gemser, who comes in, a different ethnicity, Emmanuel, she was hot. However, Emmanuel 2 of the original, Emmanuel 1's great, but Emmanuel 2 is, I'm telling you, that's the shit. And to have it in 4K?
No.
You know what?
The first one. It's
Emmanuel,
the first one that's in 4K.
Well, okay, only the first one, but it's still Emmanuel 2. I only have the Emmanuel movies on DVD.
The fourth one has a 4K scan. Okay. So the fourth has Emmanuel 4 has a 4K scan, but only the first one is.
Here's what I have to say about Emmanuel 2. You know what? I watch Emmanuel 2. You know what I say? I say, that's what I say.
Okay. So let's close our show.
Close our show, Dieter. I think this was a very fine episode of the show. We are just floating at 2 hours, dude. 2 hours. By
the power of Grayskull, we have.
Oh my God, are we going to get into that? Okay. So I want to thank my moderating staff for being here. Dean Mikitich, Justin Toner, Brian Hepburn. My God, all of you people, everyone with a blue wrench, we couldn't do it without you. So thank you for being a part of the show. I want to thank you, Dieter, and I want to thank everybody that supports the channel via Super Chats and tips. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated. And people who are members of the channel, thank you as well. And if you want to send this show a letter, if you want to hear the dulcet tones of Dieter Bastian reading your letter, you can go to the website, theburnettwork.net, free of charge. Write us a letter in the subject heading, write Let's Get Physical Media, or just write an acronym or whatever, or just say, Dieter rocks, read this. We will know what it is, and Dieter will read it on the air.
And we have one super chat more, Rob. Harry Nice Guy says, if you do this to the disco shirt, the burn does get a total different meaning to it. to me.
Wow. Well, you know, I mean, you know what? It's
very
funny because
proudly, Rob, very proudly.
if I wear a disco shirt, it's kind of punk rock. So maybe I'll do that. But on that note, sir,
Jede Person, die du triffst, hat eine Geschichte zu erzählen, die du noch zu hören hast.
I couldn't have said it better myself. And on that note, I just want to remind everyone that To Live and Die in LA is coming out, oh my God, on 4K from Kino Lorber with Dolby Vision. Oh my fucking good Christ. Amazing. So
we started the show with this news and we ended the show.
Yes. And so, you know what? Don't forget, be a Schnäppchen hunter. There you go. And if you're not, I don't know what to say. But on that note, what do we say, Dieter? Live long
and
prosper.